This method is used to replace a damaged edge contact with a new edge contact. The new edge contact has a dry film adhesive backing and is bonded to the circuit board surface using a bonding station or bonding system. The minimum skill level needed to complete this procedure reliably is advanced. The conformance level reached when this procedure is completed properly is high. See the web page for a list of the tools and materials required to complete this procedure. The procedure follows. Step 1. Clean the area. Step 2. Remove the defective edge contact and a short length of the connecting circuit. The heat from a soldering iron will allow the old contact to be removed more easily. Step 3. Use the knife and scrape off any epoxy residue, contamination, or burned material from the board surface. Use caution. Abrasion operations can generate electrostatic charges. Step 4. Scrape off any solder mask or coating from the connecting circuit. Step 5. Clean the area. Step 6. Apply a small amount of liquid flux to the connection area on the board surface and tin with solder. Clean the area. The length of the overlap solder connection should be a minimum of 2 times the circuit width. Step 7. The area for the new edge contact on the board surface must be smooth and flat. If internal fibers of the board are exposed or deep scratches exist in the surface, they should be repaired. Refer to appropriate procedure. Step 8. Select a new edge contact that most closely matches the edge contact to be replaced. Note: the new replacement edge contact may be trimmed from the copper sheet. Step 9. Before trimming out the new edge contact, carefully scrape off the adhesive film from the solder joint connection area on the back of the new edge contact. Caution: scrape off the epoxy backing only from the joint connection area. When handling the replacement contact, avoid touching the epoxy backing with your fingers or other materials that may contaminate the surface and reduce the bond strength. Step 10. Cut out and trim the new edge contact. Cut out from the plated side. Cut the length to provide the maximum allowable joint if lap soldering. Minimum 2 times the circuit width. Leave the new edge contact extra long. The excess material will be trimmed after bonding. Step 11. Place a piece of high-temperature tape over the top surface of the new edge contact. Position the new edge contact on the circuit board surface using the tape to aid in alignment. Note: allow the edge contact to overhang the edge of the circuit board. Step 12. Select a bonding tip with a shape to match the shape of the new edge contact. Note: the bonding tip should be as small as possible but completely cover the entire surface of the new edge contact. Step 13. Position the circuit board so that it is flat and stable. Gently place the hot bonding tip onto the high-temperature tape covering the new edge contact. Apply pressure as recommended in the manual of the repair system or repair kit for 5 seconds to tack the contact in place. Carefully peel off the tape. Caution: excessive bonding pressure may cause measeling in the circuit board surface or may cause the new contact to slide out of position. Step 14. Gently place the bonding tip directly onto the contact. Apply pressure as recommended in the manual of the repair system or repair kit for an additional 30 seconds to fully bond the contact. After the bonding cycle, remove the tape used for alignment. The new edge contact is fully cured. Carefully clean the area and inspect the new edge contact for proper alignment. Step 15. If the new edge contact has a connecting circuit, apply a small amount of liquid flux to the lap solder joint connection area and solder the circuit from the new edge contact to the circuit on the circuit board surface. Use minimal flux and solder to ensure a reliable connection. Tape may be placed over the top of the new edge contact to prevent excess solder overflow. Note: if the configuration permits, the overlap solder joint connection should be a minimum of 3 mm from the related termination. This gap will minimize the possibility of simultaneous reflow during soldering operations. Refer to 7.1 Soldering Basics. Step 16. Remove the tape and clean the area. Step 17. Trim the extending edge of the new edge contact with a file. File parallel to the beveled edge until the excess material has been removed. Step 18. If sealing the lap solder joint connection is required, mix epoxy and coat the lap solder joint connections. Cure the epoxy per procedure 2.7 epoxy mixing and handling. Use caution. Some components may be sensitive to high temperatures. Note: additional epoxy can be applied around the perimeter of the new edge contact to provide additional bond strength. Step 19. Apply surface coating to match prior coating as required. Evaluation. Step 1. Visual examination, measurement of new contact width and spacing. Step 2. Electrical continuity measurement.